Hey, Adjust Teen Stress. I'm Ava Shrestha, and welcome back to our Teen Stories Told series, where we interview teens or individuals that just crossed their teen years to share their mental health story and give us their thoughts and opinions on teen mental health. Today, I'm here with Washington FBLA State President, Joanne Lin. Joanne, can you please start off by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. So, as you know, my name is Joanne Lin. I'm a junior at Union High School in Vancouver, Washington. So, something about me is I'm, of course, deeply involved in FBLA. Right now, I serve as a state president for FBLA, and I love the network and the programs that we can create in FBLA. But outside of FBLA, I'm also really involved in STEM. So, I started a club at my high school, and we're currently trying to get it in the works and working with our advisor to get it up and running. But in addition to that, I've also created a nonprofit to increase STEM education across the world. So STEM is definitely a topic that I'm really, really passionate about. And yeah.
That's awesome. So, first talking about FBLA, as we know, FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, has been a really big part of your life, obviously, as you're serving as a state president. So, has there been any struggle with keeping up with this really big responsibility, and how has it impacted your mental health in both like a positive and a negative way?
Yeah, so before I started serving as state president, I also served as a state officer um in another lower position. So through this position, I started out as an eighth grader, and during my eighth grade year, I was pretty like new to everything. So I didn't even have a planner and I didn't know how to like plan out my days. So my mental health there kind of went downhill because everything was random, nothing was organized, and it was like a chance that I would make my meetings. Like I would remember them the day of and then join. So after that I realized like I saw my sister have a planner and I realized I need a planner. So after getting a planner and getting my life organized these past few years in high school, my mental health has been gaining its way back because of the way that I can organize things. So I'm not stressing and procrastinating on everything anymore. I have set blocks of time for different things. And of course, FBLA takes up a lot of that time, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And it's one of the highlights of my day.
And then for those people that don't really know what FBLA is, like, can you talk a little bit about what it is? And if there's someone out there that's like thinking maybe joining FBLA, like, what would the benefits be of FBLA?
Yeah, so FBLA is an organization dedicated to helping students prepare for their future careers. So in FBLA, we have over 70 competitive events in all areas of careers in the future. So if you're interested in STEM, economics, business, there's competitive events dedicated to those industry fields. So whatever you're interested in, you can always find something at FBLA. And it's really just a place where you can meet so many new people, open up your opportunities and connections, and also compete to win awards and gain resume builders as well. So if you're really interested in just competing and also making new friends, I would definitely recommend you join FBLA because of the immense, like you have so much fun at your conferences, National Leadership Conference, you meet so many new people, and also the national officers, which is always really fun.
So you have a lot of academic responsibilities and as well as activities that we'll talk a little bit more about later. But how would you say you prioritize your time to manage the stress that you endure in this balanced lifestyle from academics to your extracurriculars?
Yeah, so I think that in my school we don't really get assigned too much homework, which is something that I'm happy about. But I know that's not the case for a lot of other people. So whenever I do get assigned homework, I try to get it done in class. But of course, after that, I dedicate like an hour or so to homework. And that's almost like all the time that I just dedicate to homework because otherwise I try to dedicate it more to FBLA and also my extracurriculars. So it's basically I try to get everything done, try not to procrastinate, and of course try to take some time for myself, like to exercise or to read. Um, those things are the parts in my day that keep me happy and make me stay motivated because I want to get through everything in order to read because I love books. So
So you are involved in a bunch of activities where you uphold positions. Some of them are you're the co-founder of the Computer Science Academy, founder slash CEO of My STEM project, intern for the UW I Care project, and many other things. So from these experiences, do you think that your involvement in these have helped you grow personally and academically? Why or why not?
yeah, so during these experiences, I've met so many new people and also just expanded my knowledge of STEM in general. So through the UW project where I'm working on eye care with different college students and high school students in this Seattle area, this has helped me work on my computer programming skills and also learn more about machine learning in the background as I'm currently researching more about the framework that we use for this project. But in addition to that, starting my nonprofit and also starting a club at Union at my high school, um, I'm working with more teachers and also just expanding my reach out to the community and also people worldwide. And it's really awesome to see that I'm able to meet so many new people and make so many new connections, but also to just be able to impact others and help spread STEM knowledge around to the community.
So, what is your opinions on mental health over like for the teenage people, like for those that are going throughout high school and dealing with mental health either in a bad or good way? What are your thoughts on it, and what do you think people should do, those people that are struggling with mental health?
Yeah, I think mental health is something that so many people struggle with. It's never easy to go through a day and not have anything bad happen to you or just any setbacks. I think ways to handle that are honestly just to keep on going. I know like it's hard because of course like you don't want to do things sometimes and you just need some t breaks sometimes. So I think setting certain specific times in your day to just relax and also do something fun for yourself or even go exercise or anything like that. It really helps boost your mental health and helps you get out any feelings you have, any anger that you need to get out. I know exercising helps me with that. I swim every day, so sometimes I just yell in the water. It helps me out. So, I think with any mental health issues, definitely just make sure you organize your day, well. Take some time for yourself and always do something fun throughout the day. No matter whatever time it is, just do something for yourself.
And then speaking about swim, I'm not sure if you're still involved in swim at school, but I know that you used to be in varsity swim. So, how do you think that that alone has helped or hurt your mental health with everything else?
Yeah, so my junior year varsity swimming season just ended in November. So I think swimming, since we swim at 8 to 9 p.m. Due to like limited pool space, it definitely stopped me from being able to get into the zone and get my work done. So throughout swim season, I was sometimes just buried under a lot of work. But I dedicated more time in the weekends to work on this. And also, so basically in the weekends, it would just be half the day was work, half the day was relaxing time. And that's what really got me through swim season and also just helped me boost my mental health because I knew at the end of the week, I would always have time to continue catching up on any missing assignments or any work that I had.
So, one thing that I bet you and me can agree with is that everyone, no matter what age you are, what gender, what race, we all have some deal of stress that we have on a day-to-day basis. So, how would you think that as you're a junior and upperclassman in high school right now, how's your coping mechanisms changed from when you were like in middle school, the beginning of high school till now?
Yeah. So in middle school, I think one of the biggest things for me was just surrounding myself with friends. And that still hasn't changed that much since my growth throughout high school. But something that on top of that is just taking time to read and also dedicating more time to exercise. So I didn't used to be really big on books, but now that I've started getting back into reading, I've realized how much it really helps me relax and just forget about the world for like 10 to 15 minutes or even more if I have the time to do so. So, I would recommend just finding something that really helps you get your mind off of whatever is happening in the world.
So, speaking of the world, in today's digital age, technology and social media can have a positive and negative effect on people's mental health. So, how do you manage these influences to maintain a healthy mindset?
Yeah. So on social media, I guess I use social media just to catch up with my friends. I know there's so many different rabbit holes that you could go down and it could just affect your mental health so many different ways. And I try to limit myself from going down those rabbit holes. So, I know I used to be very addicted to TikTok, and now, I've just been spending more time reading because I found a book that really interests me, and I think it overpowers my addiction to TikTok. So, that has just helped my mental health personally because I'm not comparing myself all the time with people I see on social media, and I just try to keep up more with my friends and see what they're up to instead of more influencers or Instagram models or those things.
So, as like social media does have a very bad outlook when you think about it, and when, mental health, like you said, when it comes to body image, what do you think are the positives when it comes to social media?
Yeah, so on social media, I think something more centered on FBLA is that I see such a vast connection of FBLA members throughout the nation just getting together on Instagram, creating group chats, and meeting each other virtually without ever meeting each other in person. So I think the biggest part of why I love Instagram so much is due to the FBLA community on there. I've met so many new people in FBLA through Instagram, and that has just helped me expand my network and made these conferences at like the National Leadership Conference so fun just to meet so many new people that I've seen virtually.
So, as I kind of mentioned before, you are the CEO of the My STEM project. Can you talk to me a little bit more about what that is and how that journey has looked like for you?
Yeah. So my STEM project is a nonprofit dedicated to just teaching students around the world more about STEM and giving them the opportunity to work with students across the world that throughout different countries that they've never met before. So the evolution of my STEM project was in the summer of 2022, I was granted the opportunity to go to Brazil. And through here, I just became more passionate about just connecting people throughout different parts of the world. If I hadn't gone to Brazil, I wouldn't have met such amazing students throughout the different schools that we went through. So I think creating this nonprofit was something that helped me just create a network with other students to get them to meet each other and also expand on their teamwork or leadership skills in addition to their STEM.
That's really cool to me, like how you're doing all these really good things, and that it has a really big impact on the world. It's very inspiring for me as an individual, like hearing those things and looking at your Instagram and seeing like all the stuff you do. So thank you for that. That's awesome. So my last question for you is, what advice would you give to someone that's struggling with their mental health, or like some kind of message that you would like to leave to our Address Teen Stress audience?
Yeah, I think something that I would like to leave is just something that I've also been telling myself is that whatever you're going through right now, it's only temporary, but whatever you do in the long run sticks with you forever. So, like whenever you're buried under work, just know that that is temporary, but you can always move past that and grow as a person throughout these barriers. And that's what has helped me just get through the hard times in my life and I guess just grow more and also enjoy my life more as well.
All right, thank you so much, Joanne, for sharing your story with us today, and thank you so much for helping us address teen stress.